Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Today we are going out to clean out the boiler. So one of the things I use is one of these T-posts with the thing on the end because it fits the pipe perfectly, and you can slide it down the pipe and turn it, and it gets all the creosote and ash and stuff out. One thing about the boiler that's starting to kind of suck is I think because of the pipes the way they are and how it melts the ground is I think it's starting to be at an angle and water's coming out of the back more than it is in the front. So up here, I'll shut the fan off, open the door. Pretty sure the fire's all, oh, there's a little bit of fire. I thought I let it burn out. Anyway, so I'm going to pull these logs out, get all the ash out, and then we'll open up the back and we'll clean out the tubes. And up here. This is where the chimney stack is. Woo! Ashy! We'll be able to see back down it more once I open the back of the boiler. So I'm going to pause the video, get these logs out, and then I'll continue and show you how we're going to clean out the boiler for the day. Alright, I got all the wood out. Be careful when you're doing that so you don't burn your hands. Hands are important on the homestead. If you don't have hands, you're screwed. So keep them healthy. So this is what it looks like inside. A lot of the creosote and stuff is nice and gray and ashy. I used some of this creosote remover in there, and that helped get it all nice and soft. Sadly, I ran it over with the four-wheeler when backing up and loading wood into the woodshed, so the container kind of got broke. Not kind of, it is broke. So, the plan is get all this ash out and stuff. Right now, I'm trying to spread it around the boiler so in the summer, all the grass and stuff doesn't grow up around it as much, so I don't have to weed whack it. I'm always worried I'm going to end up hitting the wires or something. So not too bad, but the wiring underneath here, none of it is in sheathing or anything. I don't know if the guy that hooked it up got it and had to put it in right away before winter came, but the piping and everything is definitely not very efficient, I would have to say. So I'm gonna get all this ash out. We have our trusty ash rake, which is actually like perfect because it fits right in the slot here where it comes back for the chimney. Our door is definitely getting beat up, so we'll for surely be re-cementing that this summer. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to clear the ash out of the firebox here. Then I'm going to clean out a little out of the front chimney. I don't know what you would call it, chimney chute. There's the 6 pipes there that go back, and then there's a big hole in the, well, a big rectangle in the back. There's a door. We'll go to that next. And then it comes back up here, so your heat circulates twice through the water to get the most heat out of it. So I'm going to clean out the firebox and the front of the chimney chute. And then I'll come back, show you what it looks like, and then we'll open up the back door of the boiler, and we'll get that all cleaned out. And then we'll get the tubes cleaned out, and then we'll get a new fire going before the temperature gets down too low. I do have it at 160. I had it at 180 because that's what the guys in the forum told me, which was real nice inside. The furnace didn't have to turn on as much. We didn't use as much electricity. But we were going through like a cord of wood every couple days. And the path to the house definitely got unfrozen, and it was like 6 feet wide. Right now there's snow on top of it because it snowed yesterday. But if I come around here, you can see it's starting to not be. So these pipes are just PEX tubing in the sewer cap. He does have insulation on the pipes once they come out here, but when they're actually in the tube there is no insulation. It is just PEX piping. So this summer I'm definitely going to try to fix that. This one has foam in the end, so that's good at least. But it's definitely not efficient piping. I'd like also to paint this side of the boiler black. I think it would really help. I'm probably going to install some fire brick behind it as well. We'll see though how this summer goes. So, back to the project. There's Mello, he's hanging out with me. It's -9 degrees out today, but I can definitely see your breath. So, alright, I'll get this ash out and we'll be back. Alright, we're back. I got all the ash cleaned out of the firebox. So now I'm going to use a wire brush and I'm going to try to get off as much of this layer of creosote and ash off the metal as I can, because that makes an insulating barrier from the fire to the water. So, and then if you can see down them, those are the tubes we'll be cleaning out. So we'll be getting to that next. We're gonna come to the back of the boiler here and open it up. This icicle, I think the water is coming out of the back of the boiler because it's not level anymore. So there's these two handles and you just lift it up and pull back. So I'm gonna pause the video. Alright, I'm back. I have the back panel off. Mello's helping. So as you can see, my seal apparently didn't work and ash is coming out the back. So that's not good. But as you can see, none of this is insulated either. And it definitely should be. Back here. So I'm going to take off this back panel and we'll go from there. Next, you have your inner door. As you can see, my seal did not work. I put some high heat gasket sealer around it, but apparently not good enough. So to open this, you just turn it like that. And then it drops back and you can see what's in there. So we'll be cleaning this all out. Alright, I got a lot of the ash cleaned out and now I'm working on the tubes. I use this T-post and this end works perfect when you pull towards you with these little spikes. They break it all up. Be very careful so you don't put a hole in your tube. And then you just work it back and forth. And all you The next step, I use a shop vac and I stick it down the tubes to get all the creosote out. It's the easiest way that I've found. Make sure, the boiler's cooled down so you don't melt the plastic tube. And you just stick it down in there. I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back after I get the tubes all clean. And then we'll get everything all sealed back up and start another fire. Alright, we're back. Have everything cleaned out. Tubes are nice and clear. So we're going to button it all back up. Make sure everything's nice and tight. And start her back up. Temperature went from 140 to 120 in that time, so that's not too bad. So, time to start a fire. I'm gonna go get some cardboard. I'm gonna pause the video, and I'll be back. Alright, we're back. I have the back door on. I used some high heat car gasket maker to seal the bottom, so hopefully that'll help. Anything I can do to get this wood consumption down, it's quite crazy. So, got it filled up and I'll be ready to start her up. So that's how you clean out a Taylor 750 wood boiler on the homestead. Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. So, we're ready to start the boiler up. So I got it all cleaned out. I put a bunch of cardboard in there. As you can see, the temperature is down to 120. It was at 160 when I started cleaning, so it dropped about 40 or so degrees, 50 degrees in about 2.5 hours. So that's not too bad. I guess I don't know what another one would do, so I really can't compare it, to be honest. So I'm going to put a little more cardboard in here, and then I'm going to start up a stick, and we'll start it up, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to pause the video, put a little more cardboard in, and then we'll start from there.